Hi, hi everyone, Carrie from down in Texas. How are you guys on Thursday? And it is, guess what? It is Memorial Day. It's here. Summer officially begins this weekend, according to tradition anyways. And let's get ready on this sort of overcast day. How are you this morning? First, before we get started, thank you so much for so many beautiful birthday wishes. I'm absolutely humbled at your kindness, and I so appreciate taking the time out of your busy schedules to not only join me on these videos, but then take even more time to send me messages, and that just makes me so incredibly happy, touches my heart, and I so appreciate it. So thank you. Many blessings to all of you for a very safe and wonderfully relaxing weekend, whatever you're doing for the holiday. So I've done a few things in helps for time because I'm running really slow these days. I have done all my prep work with my cookies and cream and my Fix and Glow. I had a message from one of my followers saying she couldn't find cookies and cream. So does anybody know if that's been discontinued? I hope not. I really hope not. From what I'm understanding, that's one of their biggest selling primers. So I surely hope that e.l.f. has not discontinued that. I will be terribly disappointed. So let me know if you guys have heard that. And if you are also struggling, she is in Idaho. Can't seem to find it. So I'm going to jump out today online and see if I can find it, see if it's available through Amazon. Surely they haven't discontinued that. That would be disappointing. And I also got some great feedback from some others on combining their products that using what I've been suggesting and then combining them. One of my viewers used a combination of the Tier and the House Labs, and I'm so excited to hear all that. That makes me so incredibly happy, because the more we experiment, the more our products work good for us, and we can look as good as we possibly can. And that's not to be narcissistic. That's to be confident and assured of ourselves, and just making ourselves ready for whatever comes along in our day, to be as successful as we possibly can in whatever our day is, whatever you do for a living. Just to get yourself ready for the day and be completely confident in who you are and how you look. Because when you feel good about how you look, this is a proven fact for women especially, we feel more confident. We just do. And so that's what this is about. This is not about being narcissistic. This is about being as confident in ourselves as we can, and makeup is a great tool to help us do that. I also had another viewer say, well, what would we do if we didn't have any makeup, And what would happen then is our civilization would figure out a way, like thousands of other civilizations many thousands of years ago, where they used other different type of products, plants, stones even. They ground down stones. They use stones in water. So I think there'll always be in civilization a way to beautify yourselves. A lot of religions use that in their ceremonies and in their belief systems. So I think it's an integral part of our civilization, and I think it's probably here to stay. But if it didn't, I think we'd figure out other alternatives to help beautify ourselves. Because again, if you feel great on the outside, you're going to feel even better on the inside, and vice versa. So that's what I love about makeup, the power that it can give everyone to feel and look their best. It's a very powerful thing when you feel good about how you look. It just is. So let's get started today. I have my trusty iced coffee. I have done my prep. I decided to switch it up today and use my other blurring product. This is Professional Makeup Concealer Cool Therapy is what it's called. Is that right? I think that's what it says. Let me make sure so I'm not telling you wrong, because I'm not writing all this down right now. Cool Story. Professional makeup, cool concealer, Cool Story, and it is in 02. This is a this particular tone is much more fleshed tones. As you can see, doesn't have as much pink in it as my other product does. I like the other one better, but I just wanted to switch it up a little bit today. Okay, let's get into our Tier foundation. And as I've told you guys, I am using a brush. For me, I feel like I get a better finish when I use my brush. I can blend it better when I use my brush. And of course, I'm using my beautiful Ananice foundation brush that I love. If you're looking for a set of brushes, this one that I purchased came in a set of 4, and I love these brushes. I really do. I've had them getting close to 2 years now, and they wash beautifully, and they're incredibly soft, and they definitely give me the look that I want from whatever the brush is. The concealer brush is great too. All right, let's get it up onto the eyes. As you can see, I've done my brows too. Maybe I won't mess them up today. I had such a remarkable birthday yesterday. I got to spend the evening with 2 of my grandchildren, and oh my goodness, it just gives me such a great joy. There is nothing like being a grandparent. I can't explain it either. It's just a different thing. I love, 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 love my children, and I would die for my children, and I would do the same for my grandchildren. It's just an amazing feeling having beautiful grandchildren, because then you can give them back and you don't have all the responsibility. That's probably what it is, actually, is that we get to have these beautiful just blessings from God in these children. And not only do we have our own children, but they grow up and they leave us, and we get sad, but then we get happy because we have this newfound freedom. And then they give you, your children give you these beautiful gifts of grandchildren that just give you so much joy. And I'm just so blessed. It brings me to tears when I think about it, to be quite honest. Oh, before I get too far ahead of myself again, Carrie, got to do my contour. What am I thinking? See, I get all excited about my grandchildren and I completely lose track of what I need to do. Okay, let me find my contour. Here is my contour. e.l.f. Contour 4 palette. This one. I use a very fluffy brush and just come in and I go to where I know my big cheekbone is, and I go up. Bring it up so you're extending your profile up, not down. And I use the 2 darkest colors for me first. And then I blend them with the 2 lighter colors. What do you guys have planned for this upcoming Memorial Day weekend? I can't believe we're already at Memorial Day. I really can't. That just blows me away that we are already at Memorial Day. Unbelievable how fast time seems to be going by. I don't remember growing up thinking how fast time was. Maybe it's because we were in our youth and we weren't worried about time. Maybe that's why we all seem to be worried about time. And truthfully, that is one of the reasons I became an entrepreneur. I wanted to have control of my time. Time to leave at 3:30 in the afternoon to go see my grandchildren. Time to, you know, be with my children and my husband and my extended family and answer to nobody but me. And I wouldn't trade that time, that additional time that I've gotten in my life. There's a lot of trade-offs, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of trade-offs. The responsibility levels are all you when you are an entrepreneur. There is nobody else but you. So there is a significant trade-off. Let me just see how I'm looking here. I cannot see and wow, that looks very nice today. Liking that a lot. Really, really love the combination of the concealers I'm using and the Tier foundation. I really am. I just think it is a beautiful product. Beautiful product. Okay, so today obviously I'm wearing grays today, so I'm going to use my favorite gray palette. This is from Shein. It was $4. It is spelled D-I-K. I can never remember. D-I-K-A-L-U. And I love this palette. It is truly a gray, and it doesn't change colors on me, which is what I love so much about it. I don't like a gray when I think it's going to go on gray and then it ends up going on green, or blue. And this palette is definitely a true gray. So we're going to use the matte colors today in this palette, which are this one and this one. But we might have to come back in with a shimmer to do the transition. I don't know if I want to use, let's just see what happens here. Let's go to the lightest gray, which we're going to put on the lid here. Wow, that didn't come out. Nope, we're going to have to use the combination of the matte and the shimmer, I think. Yep. The matte is just too light in color. So we're going to use the shimmer. And we're going to take that up into the transitional area. Trying very hard to use this arm as minimal as possible. Pretty, look at that. Very pretty gray. Love grays. I think gray's the the gray is neutral in my opinion. And it is so incredibly versatile. You could take your gray look here and you can transition it into a stunningly beautiful evening look by just intensifying the gray and then adding some accents of black. And you would get a beautiful, beautiful evening look. I also think gray eyeshadows go with a lot of different colors. Of course, they're going to go with green and blue, obviously, because that is part of their color wheel themselves. But grays also go with purple. very beautifully. Gray and pink is stunning together. It's just one of those colors that matches really well with others in the color wheel. That's why I think it is truly a neutral color. Let me get out another, I want a smaller brush. Yeah, this one. I'm gonna get into the white of this palette now. And we're just gonna come in here. And we're going to make sure that we don't have any dark shadowing right here. I definitely don't want a dark shadow in the corners there of my eyes. So we're just gonna make sure. Put it here in the tear duct area. And then we're gonna come back up and put it up here. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay. Then we're going to grab our really tiny brush. And I like to use this beveled edge one. So you can see it's got a slant in it like this. Get much better control with this. And I'm going to pick up that dark gray shimmer at the bottom of the palette. And we're going to outline.
What?
And get as close to the lash line as you can. Now we're just outlining. And do the same on this side. Just creating a little definition by your lashes. It helps to open up the actual eye area, make your eyes look bigger. Okay. Very nice. Now we're going to pick up our fallout, because you do get fallout, especially when you're using blacks and grays. I'm going to use my triangular powder puff, and I am going to use my Revlon Color Stay setting powder. It is my favorite. And I'm going to come under the eye, and we're going to sweep that away. And we're just going to make sure that we're all blended everywhere. Okay. Lipstick today, I am using my Cocoa Shimmer, my LA Girls Cocoa Shimmer. I'm just going to put a very, very light coat on because I'm going to put a gloss over it today. Just very light. And then I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury. Let me get the color of this one. This is a lip gloss, and this one is, I'm sorry, this is Anastasia of Beverly Hills. And gosh, I won't be able to see, definitely can't see the color, but it is a neutral color here. beautiful. That is really pretty too. Okay, let's get out blush.
Set a timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes, counting down.
Putting our blush on the apples of our cheeks.
Ah,
Just filming. Using this Fenty, F-E-N-T-Y, Fenty. What a Brat is the name of this product. You can get it at Ulta, but I think you can actually get it online cheaper. So you might even be able to catch a sale from their website. If you go directly to the Fenty website, you might be able to find a better price. It's not one of the most bargain, you know, it's not cheap. Let's just put it that way. It's not the most expensive by all means, but it is definitely a mid-range price. Okay, let's curl. Get those lashes all curled. And today I am going to use, where did it go? My L'Oreal Panorama mascara in black. Starting down at the bottom. And locking in that curl. Your mascara sort of acts like hairspray in that it goes to the area that when you apply it, and it goes to that area where you've just curled. It acts similar to hairspray in that it helps to lock that curl in for you for the day. All right, over this side. And I do 2 coats on the top. I do one down here in the bottom using the wand to comb out from the bottom, and then once I do my lower lashes, I'll come back and I'll do the ends. Get a little bit more length. And then let's just do a little bit more at the very ends so we can get a little bit more extension on each lash. L'Oreal Panorama. I think this is a great, great product. Are you leaving?
yeah, I'll be at 10 o'clock.
Okay, call me when you get there, please.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my husband leaving off to physical therapy this morning. All right. Let's see how we do. All right. Oh, that looks good. Did you forget something?
My glasses.
Sorry, just checking on my husband here as he's walking back in the door. Call me when you get there.
I will.
All right, I think we are just about done. I do want to add just a little bit more blush, look a little bit washed out. Sorry about that interruption, but he is off to physical therapy this morning. All right. Okay, now let's see. Now we're looking. Oh, that looks nice. I think this particular look is a great everyday look. I really do. Because the thing about this look is, if you are gonna go somewhere in the evening, if you have an evening event, let's say you have a black tie event and you don't have time when you get home to redo your makeup, you can just add to this look by adding some more dramatic dark coloring. If you're gonna wear purple, you could add purple up here at the transition area. You can come back in and you can add some pencil for a more dramatic look around the eyes. There's just a lot of ways that you could take this, which I think is a beautiful everyday look, into a evening dramatic look very, very easily, with not a whole lot of time or effort needed in to get it to that beautiful, much more dramatic look. I think this is a great palette. Oops. I think this is a great palette for everybody, and it's so inexpensive. Buy two of them, because it is a absolutely on the spot gray, and that's what I love about it. These grays don't go green and they don't go blue, and that's really hard to find. So this one is great. Shein, $4. It was $4 when I bought it the last time. Well worth your investment. And that's it for today, guys. Again, thank you so much for all your wonderful birthday messages yesterday. Yesterday was probably one of the best birthdays I've had in a really long time. It would have been perfect if I'd have been able to see my dad and of course, if my mom was still here. But other than that, it was such a remarkable day. I had 70 messages on my social media pages. That's amazing. Now, that included my, friends on my Facebook page, but that's amazing. I am so incredibly blessed. I love this channel. I love communicating and interacting with you and hearing from you and helping you be the best version of yourself so you can be as successful as you possibly can in all areas of your life, your career, your home life, but more importantly, your life, you. We don't take enough time across the board, but women in particular, I don't think take enough time, because we are so spread thin with all that we do, to really concentrate on ourselves. And we have to do that. We have to, because we are spread so thin that we have to take time to work on ourselves so we can be the best version of ourselves for everybody else in our life, including ourselves. So taking 30 minutes every morning to get yourself together, to be prepared for the day, I think is a positive way to start your day every day, so you can set yourself up to get out there and hit that grand slam. Just get out there, take no prisoners, and say to yourself, I'm going to do it. Today's the day. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a great day. And believe in yourself. You are your greatest champion. That is one thing that my mother instilled in me, and she made me recommit to that in one of our last conversations. I'll never forget it. It's probably one of the greatest gifts that my mother ever gave to me, was that 4-hour conversation. I do miss her. I haven't talked a lot about grief, but not in these videos, but I do in my other videos, because that's a part of life too. And if you have lost your mother, you know where I'm coming from. If you are blessed enough to have your mother, call her today and tell her how much you love her. and how much she's done for you in your life to give you life. If you're not part of the community, please, we'd love to have you here. Make sure you hit the bell so you know the next time I post a video. And remember, age, I just turned another digit yesterday. And I cannot believe what that number reads. But it's not going to stop me from getting where I want to go and doing the things that I want to do and seeing my dreams and my goals come to fruition. It's not. It shouldn't let you either. Whatever your age is, dream as big as you can, shoot for the moon, and don't let anybody stop you. You can do it. Believe in yourself. This is Carrie from down in Texas. Have a fantastic Thursday. Be safe, be grateful, hard work, faith, love, and dedication, and we can get wherever we need to get. And we have to believe in ourselves. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We are in a gray mood, but it's a good mood. And today's look is a stunning, just beautiful, everyday look that I think can transition into a glamorous evening look if you have one of those functions, especially black tie functions, and you don't have time between work and then to get yourself together. God bless. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in my next video. This is Carrie from down in Texas. Bye-bye.